Hi and welcome back to our page. Right, can we have an honest conversation about Bark? Because I keep seeing care providers, good people spending hundreds of pounds, sometimes thousands, chasing leads that never even pick up the phone. And then someone will pop up and say, actually, I got a client from Bark. So what's the truth? Is it worth it in 2026? Or are you just throwing away money? Today, I'm going to break down exactly how Bark works, show what the real providers are actually saying, and look, some of these comments are brutal, and then I'll show you what actually works for getting private clients, because there are better ways. I'm Lily from CareSync Experts. We help care providers with CQC registration, compliance, and growing their businesses the right way. Quick thing before we start, this video isn't sponsored, nobody's paying me to say anything. I'm not here to bash Bark just for the sake of it, but I'm here to protect your money, your time, and your sanity, because we've seen too many people getting burnt. Okay, so if you've never used Bark, let me explain how it actually works, because a lot of people sign up without really understanding what they're getting into. Bark is a marketplace. Customers go on there and post when they want their service. Could be anything: cleaning, photography, tutoring, or home care. Then professionals like you pay to respond. And this is the bit people miss. You're not paying for a client, you're paying for the chance to contact them. You buy credits, each lead costs a certain number of credits to respond to, and that cost changes depending on how valuable Bark thinks the lead is. For a night care lead, that would cost like 20, 30 or even £40 just to send one message, and there's no guarantee they'll reply. No guarantee they're even serious. Now, Bark does have a credit return policy for certain situations, like if the phone number doesn't work, but that's important. Your experience getting those credits back can vary massively. Some people get refunds, some people say they get nothing. Right. Now let's talk about what's actually happening out there, because I asked care providers to share their experiences with Bark. And look, I'm just going to read some of these for you. One provider replied, "It's just a waste of money. Lots of leads are fake, they don't even answer the phone, and some numbers don't even exist. The Bark team never refunds the money." Another one said, "Not one client in 5 years. 5 years, let that sink in." And here's another. "Bark, one client in 4 years." One more, "It's great. I did get a client over 100 attempts though. Overall, it's not worth it." I want to make sure you heard that. 100 attempts for one client. Think about what that cost them. It's a money pit. Google is better. Got 2 clients for free on Google and got none off Bark after paying over £150 with their fake leads. Now here's one that really got me. One of the biggest scams in the care sector. I wouldn't recommend them even to my worst enemy. I doubt the profiles they put up are even real. And look, to be fair, a few people did get clients, but when you read those comments, it's always one client after loads of tries, or finally getting one after pouring money down the drain. That's not a marketing strategy, that's gambling. But let me break down these patterns, because it's not just random complaints, there are clear themes here. Number 1, non-responsive leads. People don't answer, numbers don't exist, or they say, "Oh, I was just exploring options," and your money's gone. Number 2, price shoppers. One provider said, and I'm not quoting here, "Very money-sensitive clients who will go with the cheapest care costs even if it's dangerous. Basically, okay if you're a bottom feeder agency." And that's the thing. In care, you don't want to compete on being the cheapest. That's a race to the bottom. That affects your staff, your quality, everything. Number 3, the costs don't add up. When leads cost 20, 30, 40, or even £50 each, you need maybe 50 attempts to get one client. You do the maths. That's potentially £2,000 to win one client. Number 4, the platform tactics. Someone wrote this and it stuck with me. Be warned, when you make indication that you want to leave them, they start sending you leads that are somewhat promising, only to soon find yourself in a position of not seeing any leads. Make of that what you will. Now here's the thing. I don't think Bark is necessarily trying to scam people, but I think the model just doesn't work well for care. Think about it. Bark works best when the service is simple to compare. Like, I need my windows cleaned. Quote me, the customer's ready to buy right now. Trust requirements are low, and pricing is straightforward. Home care is the opposite of all that. Care is high trust, high emotion, families are scared, stressed, often dealing with crisis situations. They're not looking for a quote, they want reassurance, they want to feel safe. And if someone's posting in a marketplace asking 5 different agencies to compete, they're probably still shopping. They're still unsure, not ready to commit to anything. That's why the conversion rates are so low. It's not just Bark being bad, it's that the pay-per-lead marketplace model doesn't fit the way people actually choose care. Okay, now, some of you watching are probably thinking, "But Millie, I still want to try it." Fine, I get it. You want to test it yourself. That's fair. So let me show you how to test Spark without burning your money. Step 1, set a hard budget. Pick a number, let's say £150 to £200 max. Total, not per week, total. Treat this like an experiment. If it doesn't work within that budget, you stop. No, just one more try, you stop. Step 2, only respond to high intent leads. Not every lead. Look for urgent start date mentioned, a clear location, specific hours needed, clear care needs, personal care, dementia support, hospital discharge, or whatever it may be. A realistic budget language. Avoid anything that says, just exploring or not sure what I need yet. These are money pits. Step 3, qualify first, don't sell. Your first message should not be a full quote. It should be a qualification message. Something like, hi, thanks for your inquiry. Quick question so I can help you properly. What area are you in? When do you need care to start? And is this private pay or through direct payments? Happy to jump on a quick call today if that's easier for you. With this method, you're filtering, you're not chasing. There's a big difference. Step 4, be fast, but don't be desperate. Yes, on marketplaces, being first helps, but if you sound rushed and salesy, you lose. In care, trust wins, always. Step 5, track everything. Write this down. Leads responded to, calls booked, assessments booked, clients won, and total spent. Then calculate your cost per client. If you spent £300 and got 0 clients, stop. The data is telling you something, and listen to it. All right. Now the part that will actually move the needle for your business, because here's the truth. The providers who have consistent private clients, they're not relying on Bark. They're doing other things, and most of these things cost nothing or very little. Number 1, Google. Use your business profile. It's free and it's incredibly powerful. When families search home care near me, where do they go? That's Google. And if your Google business profile is set up properly with good reviews, nice photos, and accurate information, you show up. One study found businesses with over 100 photos on Google get 500% more calls. 500% for free. If you haven't set yours up properly, do it this week. It's that important. Number 2, homecare.co.uk. This is a directory built specifically for care. People on there are actively looking for home care, not random services, care. And it's reputation focused. Reviews matter. Your CQC rating matters. It attracts families who are further along in their decision. Number 3, local day centres and community groups. This came up in the comments and it's so true. One provider even went on to say, getting yourself known to the local day centres is the best way to pick up private clients. Think about it. Day centres, carers groups, dementia cafes, faith communities, these places are full of families who need support and want trusted recommendations. Make sure to go introduce yourself, take some leaflets, offer to do a talk about what to look for in home care, and build relationships. Number 4, healthcare professionals. GPs, district nurses, hospital discharge teams, occupational therapists, and social workers. These people are constantly seeing families who need care. If they know you and trust you, they'll recommend you. Do this ethically and professionally, and don't be pushy. Just make it easy for them to refer to you. Number 5, direct payment families. There are thousands of families across the UK who have direct payments from the council and can choose their own care provider. They're actively looking. Create content that explains how direct payments work and how to use them. You become the helpful expert they trust. Number 6, build a referral engine. Every happy family you support, ask them for 3 things. 1, a Google review. 1 referral to someone else who might need care, and permission to use an anonymized testimonial. This comes over time. 1 happy client becomes 2, 2 becomes 5, and before you know it, you've got a steady flow without spending a penny on leads. And lastly, leafleting. Leafleting is a near enough cost-effective way of making sure that you're seen. Make sure to do your research and pick areas where you know that there'll be clientele, for example, residential areas, or maybe targeting your local GP or your pharmacies. One quick thing before I wrap up, and this is important. Whatever marketing you do, it has to be honest and evidence-based. You cannot imply you're registered for services you're not CQC registered for. And if you have a CQC rating, follow the rules on how you display it. Don't mess about with this. Your reputation is everything in care. So, the big question is Bark worth it for private clients in 2026? For most care providers, based on everything we're seeing, it's usually a poor return, high frustration, and lots of leads that go nowhere. But if you want to try it, do it smart. Test budgets, qualify hard, and track your numbers, and stop if the maths isn't working. If you want consistent private clients, build your Google presence. Get reviews, build community relationships, and use platforms that are actually designed for care decisions. Those things take longer to build, but they work, and they keep working. If you want help building a proper private client growth plan, one that's compliant and actually converts, visit caresingexperts.co.uk or drop us a message. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.